On this episode, we'll talk about the gas used during surgery to craft your sleeve. We'll also talk about sleeping on your side or on your front, and we'll also talk about IV fluids used during surgery. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Alvarez with Endobariatric.com. Welcome to episode 105 of the AskDrA show. Thanks so much for submitting this week's questions. I'm honored. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much for everyone that's been saying hello on my Snapchat account. If you haven't followed me, do so. We'll place the username here. We have so much fun on Snapchat. I personally, it's me, replying to every single message. Every single message gets replied personally by me. The cool thing about Snapchat is nobody else can manage it. It's not like Facebook. It's not like somebody you can pay to reply to comments. No, it's just one account, one user, and I do the snapping. So that's really cool. Thanks so much for everybody that's been saying hello from Spain, from England. Last week I mentioned I was going to be in England this upcoming week, and everybody was welcoming me to their country, and we're going to be there next week in London for the World Conference on Weight Loss Surgery. So another announcement, if you haven't subscribed to the show, to the channel, be sure and do so. If you subscribe, bing, right there, if you subscribe, you will not miss any other episode of the AskDrA show or content we put here on YouTube for the show. All right, so let's go into the show.
What do you use during surgery to rid the abdomen of gas when the procedure is complete?
All right, so what do we use to remove the gas? We remove the gas simply by suctioning all the gas out right before we end surgery. But let me tell, that's not the important matter here. I want you to understand two main things here. There are two different factors, two different gases people are talking about, but people think they're talking about the same gas. People think that after surgery you are uncomfortable because of all this gas, all this air we pump into the abdomen to blow up and create and craft the stomach. But it's actually not that. It's actually more the gas or the air that builds up in your new crafted sleeve. This is right after surgery, all right? This goes away in 24, 48 hours. That uncomfortable sensation goes away. So there are two different types of gas. The gas that we use during surgery to blow up your abdomen, create that space so we can go inside with the little tiny cameras and instruments and craft your sleeve. That gets suctioned and we release that air completely right after surgery. So the gas that makes you uncomfortable after surgery, not in all cases, by the way, not everybody gets this. This gas is air trapped in your new tiny little sleeve in there and gets uncomfortable because that gas, that air does not go up, does not go down because it's so swollen. The sleeve is just barely crafted the first few hours. That air does not move up, does not go down, so it's kind of uncomfortable. That's why we suggest patients to move around, to walk. It's like patting a baby on the back, to burp. Same sensation. Baby would cry and cry and cry until you pat them on the back and they burp, and then they get nice and still. They're good. They're chilling. But it's the same thing. If you move around and you're walking, that gas will have that flow.
How soon after surgery can I sleep on my side?
All right, so very straightforward question, straightforward answer. You can sleep on your side or on your front right after surgery if you want to. All right, you will not damage your sleeve. You will not make it to burst or damage it or make it leak or anything like that. You may feel uncomfortable on your abdominal wall. because you just had surgery. But in other words, you will not hurt your sleeve at all if you tolerate being on your side or being on your front, okay?
How long did it take you to lose all the IV fluid weight from surgery?
Very good question. And let me tell you this, if you're looking into getting the sleeve the next few weeks or maybe the next few months, or you're looking into this, please do not get on the scale right after being discharged from the hospital. And then you're going to be emailing your surgeon or me saying that you gained 5 or 6 or 7 pounds, and how can this be if you've only been doing liquids as a pre-op diet or even after with a clear liquid diet phases or the next following days. But this is all about the IV fluids used during your hospital stay. During your hospital stay, we pump in a lot of IV fluids, which is, we intentionally do this because we want your kidneys to continue filtering urine and being well hydrated, because we are expecting a little drawback right after surgery once we discharge you, because you can only do so much fluids at a time. So we pack in a lot of IV fluids. The anesthesiologists in the OR, believe me, you get 4 or 5 bags of saline just during the procedure itself. This may vary from practice to practice. So when you get on the scale right when you are discharged from the hospital, you get on that scale and boy, your eyes are just like, what? So this is normal. Patients, all you have to do, and I beg you, please keep it on the guidelines, keep it with your doctor's guidelines, keep it on your fluids, and just keep on track. That IV fluid, that weight that you have during those few days after surgery is just temporary. You'll start peeing it out, weight's going to drop. How long? Between 4 to 7 days. So after 7-10 days after your surgery, all right, you want to get on the scale, go ahead and do so. Then you'll be happy. All right, so but before that time, I strongly suggest you don't get on the scale. You'll be freaking out. But remember, if you do, it's the IV fluids. All right, so there you have it. That is it for episode 105 of the Ask Dr. A show. Question of the week: did you gain weight the following days right after surgery? Yes, no, on the answers below on the comment section. I'm eager to hear from you. And big favor, if you have a Facebook group where you think this show may be beneficial, please share. If you have a friend that's looking into weight loss surgery, please share. Share the show, because the more people we can help out with the content, that is our goal here. All right, I'm Dr. Alvarez with Endobariatric.com, where we are changing lives one sleeve at a time. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.